After the abduction of Dinah and the revenge that was exacted against Shechem, God tells Yaakov to arise, go up to Beit El, v'shev sham, and dwell there, and make an altar. The commentaries discuss what God meant exactly when he told Yaakov, v'shev sham, dwell in that place, dwell in Beit El. According to Ramban, God was asking Yaakov to fulfill a number of tasks. According to one opinion offered by Ramban, God was telling Yaakov to remove all of the idols that were taken along with the rest of the spoils of war from the battle against Shechem. Ramban offers another suggestion that Yaakov was to give the people a chance to purify themselves after coming into contact with corpses during that battle. Then Ramban offers another suggestion, which is bolstered by the opinion of the Seforno, which says that it wasn't so much a task that God was asking Yaakov to fulfill, but rather God was telling Yaakov to sit there and consider his relationship and his connection with God before he built the altar. There was a task to be done, and that was building the altar, but before Yaakov can do that, he had to first consider his relationship with God. I think the Ramban is teaching us something crucially important. We all have a life that is full of tasks. Some of our tasks we consider very spiritual, like prayer, Torah study. Some of our tasks are a little more mundane than that, family matters, work-related issues. But the Ramban teaches us, along with the Seforno, that before taking on a task, whether it's a mundane task or a holy spiritual task, we need to take time to consider what we're about to do. Before we pray, we need to take time to consider what exactly we are praying for. When it comes to our family, we need to take time to consider the decisions that we make and how they will impact the spiritual and emotional life of our children. We need to take time to consider our relationship with our spouse. We need to take time to map out our future. Life should be more than just a series of completing tasks. Life should have more of a purpose, a purposeful life, a life that is driven to reach certain goals must first be bolstered by taking the time to consider where we are headed. V'shev sham, teaches the Seforno, means to dwell there, but it may also mean to acquire peace of mind, to take time to look ahead to where we are going. Not just to complete the task of building the altar, not just to complete the task of removing the idols, not just to complete the task of purifying ourselves, but first, v'shev sham, literally sit down, take time to map out what you consider to be your important goals, where you want to be in 3 months, in 6 months, in a year, in 2 years, and figure out the steps that you need to take starting now in order to get there. The Seforno here teaches us a very, very important and very, very true idea in our life. V'shev sham. Take the time to prepare. Take the time to map out a future. A life of tasks is a life that we all have. And we all have to make sure that over the course of the day, over the course of our week, certain tasks are completed. But we could complete them with much more purpose, with greater success, and with greater hope that they will positively affect our future if before taking them on, we literally sit down, map out where we're headed, where we want to go, and the steps we need to take there. It's a beautiful and uplifting message from this week's Parsha. Shabbat Shalom.